Hello! Just an evening jam. What can I say? Thought I'd get the handpan out, turn the camera on, turn the mic on. Hopefully everything is working. And I am live. This beautiful Meridian handpan. Hope everyone's well. Do you like my new haircut? It's very short, isn't it? Wow. I've had a haircut for about 3 months, I think. That's what it said on my booking 3 months ago. That's why it's so short. I quite like it short. We've got some people in the house. Chippy, good evening, how are you doing? And La Mancha, how are we doing? Thank you for joining me. Yeah, I just thought I'd come on, play some music, have a chat. Got some news to share. Some exclusive news. When I get to 10 minutes. Chippy had a nice walk at Minsbeer this morning. News, yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's coming, it's coming. Thank you for joining me, I really appreciate it. Love, so lovely. Werner K is here. How are you doing? Thank you for popping in and saying hello. It's appreciated. How are we all? Let me know what you've been doing this weekend. Chippy's been walking at Minsmere. What about you, La Mancha? What about you, Werner? What have you been doing? I cut the grass earlier and did something earlier that I'm announcing in 5 minutes time. Rainy today. Yeah. I think I missed the rain when I was cutting the grass earlier, so I was quite lucky. It's my favourite note of this handpan here. Know what it is, shouldn't I? Let's try and guess what it is before I look up what it is. What could it be? What could it be? Is that the same? No. It's not a C. It's not a C. It's either a G, a D sharp. Could be a D sharp. I'm gonna guess that it's a D sharp 4, but I don't know. I'm pretending that I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I've just got them written down on my pad here. So I'm gonna have a look and see what note it is. We can see together. Oh, I was not right. It was a G4. This one here, G4. Where's the D4? Oh, the D sharp 4 is next to it. I was pretty close. The G4 and the D sharp 4 are together, so I was pretty close. Yeah, I wrote this when I first got the handpan in January, and it just shows you all the different notes it's got on it. These 4 on the outside are the bottom notes. So the 2 at the bottom here, that's a C3. It's a D sharp 3, so the 2 bottom notes are the high C and the high D sharp. So there we go. Fascinating stuff. What did I say it was? A G. Same as this one. That's a G3. So, if that's an F minor, that means I could use this note, which I do. Yeah, I didn't draw the circle. I use my wife's an interior designer, so she's got this like stencil kit with loads of different size circles. So yeah, I just borrowed that. Just saying, funny, I spent a lot of time today discussing the layouts of an F sharp pygmy and my I can't even say that, I'm terrible, Anazika, Is that right? Anazika. Do you ever use Handpan? Is it Dagmar, isn't it, right? La Mancha's Dagmar. I think that's right. Handpan is where I got that from, and handpanner.com is shows you all the chords that you've got available for your pan, which is where I got this one from, and this one. If I hadn't gone to that website, I wouldn't have known about. It's called like a fifth chord. Yeah, I wish I knew what I was talking about, but I don't. For playing together next Saturday, yeah, C sharp minor. Ooh, yeah. Playing scales together. There's probably like 2 or 3 notes that you can play, right? Somebody who's a lot more clever than I am about how are we doing for time? Oh, I've gone over my announcement time. That's terrible. I'm telling you about these boring note things. Right, I will tell you my news exclusive to this live stream. So I have officially finished the first interview of famous handpan players, and I've basically done all the editing. I've been working on it flat out for the last 3 days. It wasn't the player that I thought it was going to be, but something actually happened in current affairs in the world of handpan, and I thought, well, I have to speak to the person about that. So the person that I've interviewed for the first interview, I can reveal, is Rosie Bergonzi. Rosie Bergonzi is a professional percussionist, also an extremely good handpan player, very good teacher, tours with Amy Naylor, and she created history 2 weeks ago in the world of the handpan, and that's what I wanted to talk to her about. So I recorded the video with this setup here. It went really well using StreamYard. I recorded it. I've been editing it back and forth, adding pictures, adding video. And if you don't know, if you don't follow Rosie on socials, then Rosie performed in front of a full orchestra at the first ever concerto arranged, and I'm not saying this very well, am I? Rosie Bergonzi performed in front of a live orchestra for the first ever handpan concerto. Now, other handpan players have played with orchestras, but no concerto has ever been written by someone else for a handpan player to perform in front of an orchestra, and that happened in Germany at the end of May. So the whole interview is about the build up to that, how it went, what she wore, what the song was about, who helped her, everything about it. I thought it was an amazing thing to find out about. I watched it from the beforehand, the build up and everything. So it's a great interview because of Rosie. I was okay. It was my first go, but I've kind of done interviewing before, but we always think we could do better. I think my face was quite red. I think I had a couple of beers before I did it, just to sort of calm my nerves, and I thought, oh dear, my face is a bit red, as it is now. But yeah, so there you go. I think it will be going live tomorrow. So the big news is I think it will be going live because Rosie's seen it. She's happy with it. I'm going to promote it with a couple of short reels. It's a full long interview. It's about 40 minutes long. It's new content for this channel. It's the first of many, hopefully, of handpan players. And they're not all going to be history makers like Rosie, but it was a really good thing to do. She said yes, the timing was right, so we got together. It's all worked out, and I'm really happy. That's why I've come on to tell people. Chippy is saying, I remember you mentioning Rosie on your last live. I seem to recall you've met her. Yes, I have met her. I've met her. How many times have I met her? At least twice. When I went to the beginners handpan course at Meridian in Bristol that Amy Naylor was taking, she turned up there because Rosie and Amy go out with each other. She was obviously in Bristol, even though she lives in London. Then I saw her at the Mano de Largo concert in Bristol, where I got this picture from, but that's another story for another time. Mano de Largo painted that picture with other people that were on stage. Probably mentioned that as well before. But yeah, I saw her at the concert, and I've also been taught by her in London on a little sort of like a 8 people. I've got a picture somewhere, but I don't know how to share images on here yet. I will do that one day. So yeah, I've been taught by Rosie, and I've met her 2 or 3 times. So we are building up this sort of friendship, and I've always been very positive and supportive of her. So she wanted to support me on the channel, and she will be promoting the interview. It went well, yeah. So she's so infectious, and she's done so much for the Handpan community on YouTube. If you type in Rosie Bergonzi, she's done years of content, free content for people to learn the handpan, and also live streams as well. She's done live streams where she just plays and gets people to tell her words, and she plays along with those words. So there you go. That's my exciting news, exclusively for you 2 or 3 people that have tuned in to the live stream. Nobody else in the world knows that. And I'm looking forward to sharing with the world the world's first. As I say in the interview, and it was as you'll see on the little promo reel, I don't think I'm going to get to speak to many people in my life that have done something that nobody else on the planet has done. You know, how many times do you think that's going to happen in your life? So I'm really happy that it's happened, and I've documented it for her, and hopefully she'll look back as and with fond memories, and use the video for all that sort of stuff in the future. Chippy, nice one, Phil. I will look out for the video appearing on the channel. Yeah, hopefully I will do the final edit tonight. I've got to add a title of the composer of the piece, the title, who appears in the video as well. But she's approved everything else. But there's some other handpan players mentioned, as well as Amy in there, and all the other things they've been getting up to the last couple of months. So that's been cool. Now I've got to stop hitting that G, haven't I? This bit, is it? Never mind, just jamming, just freestyling. You gotta try out these things. I have to open the door, it's a bit hot in here.
Whew. There you go. Let some bugs in. This is a little man cave, by the way, in the garden. Built for me, which is great. Oh, look at that. Open the door and I've got a cat in here straight away. Hello, puss. Are you coming up? Say hello. No? She's a new cat. She's a rescue. But she might come up on the sofa. I'm not going to pick her up. Cats don't really like being picked up. She might come up. She's got amazing colouring though. We'll keep an eye out for her behind. Keep an eye out for her in the background. I think she's gone to sit in front of the window, which is behind me here. She's scratching a lot. Naughty puss. Stop scratching. Gonna come over and say hello? Are you? Puss? She's a mouser. She definitely catches mice and voles and all that sort of stuff. You coming up? Can you see her? No, can't see. Oh, oh, she's that was her there. That flash of lightning there. She's gone back out. Yeah, she's not exactly like a. She's not exactly a lap cat yet, but she's only 2. Yeah, she's from like a cat rescue centre. She's not used to being the only cat of the house, so she's absolutely loving it. How are we doing for the date? 15th. Yeah, very short visit. My next pad is a C sharp, by the way. Dagmar. I think we talked about that, didn't we? It's D flat, which is the C sharp, right? Oh, you're still all here, wow. So obviously it's the short hair. I don't use this note enough here. D sharp. Either don't hit it or hit it too loud. nice. I suppose it's with my non-dominant hand, it's the hardest one to reach, so I also have to sort of actively remind myself to play it. Doesn't really sound that great with another note at the same time. It's fine with a run. But on its with something else, it's okay with that one. G sharp. All the well-known, experienced handpan players will be like, Phil, what are you doing? You need to play with that, that, and that. Well, you're gonna have to learn, aren't I? Playing at I don't know if I mentioned this in my last live stream, I'm playing at a sound bath next weekend at a what's it called? A cider distillery. Apparently it's Reiki and a sound bath and yoga nidra. I don't know how to say it. Yoga nidra. And I've been asked to play by a yoga teacher. Which I'm really looking forward to. I haven't got a clue what I'm playing. Obviously, I just freestyle. There's a few things that I'm sort of learning as I'm going, but when I play it, stuff like that before, I just play nice and slow, methodically, single notes, and just pick up the vibe in the room, you know. I enjoy doing it. Tell her. Hello? Yeah. There's a dog. Yeah. There. Hello. You just come back, have you? The cat did come in, but she sort of like didn't make an appearance. I didn't pick her up or anything like that. So. Yeah. Some people are with me. This is what happens when you leave the door open. It is hot in here though, it is hot, so that's why I've left the door open. Have I got any water over there? little tiny bit. That's all I've got. Tiny. Yeah, that's the wife come back from walking the dog there. Dog's called Molly. She is a Labradoodle. Mostly lab, little bit of doodle. Which means that she eats everything that she sees. My dogs reminded me that they want evening walkies, yeah. They're like, Mummy, it's time for a walk. Come on, let's take me out for a walk. They need to do their business. Thank you for popping by. Take care, Dagmar. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. See you later. Happy dog walking. I do need to do a little bit more groovy percussive playing, don't I? I always forget the grooves that people like Agdon and Merrick's teaches and Laura. I'm still not convinced this is the right handpan for that sort of style. Hit it too hard. that Marco from Master of the Handpan. I do recognise the name. Maybe you are wording it over there as well. I don't know why I keep thinking Marco's popping in. Just remind me if it's the same name on Master of the Handpan. Chords with just 2 notes, more than chords with 3 notes. I think it's too busy. I mean, they're nice, but I just don't think you need them. Chippy saying you're getting more and more confident every time I see you, Phil. You must put a lot of practice time in. Well, I think confidence is important. I think like anything, the more time you put into it, the better you get. But I think the penny sort of drops after a little while. And courses on Master of the Handpan like Alexander Merrick's and Archer and Tripp, which might mean nothing to you at all, but they really talk about listening to every single note and what the relationship is to the one nearest. Like this is this one or this one. Then the more you play, the more that you just get used to that sound is going to come from that area, from your hand. And you obviously know, or you not know, but you learn that there's certain notes that go with each other because they're in a chord. I should know what that is. I think it's... I keep forgetting what my chords are. I think that's G sharp. Have I wrote them down? Have I wrote them down in my notepad? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't wrote them down. I've wrote them on a different piece of paper, I think. No. It's not on that. Is it on here? Oh, here they are. I haven't got them. Look. It's not a very good piece of paper, is it? There we go. We've got C minor, G sharp, F minor. So it shows you where the notes are on the handpan. And I got this idea from Rosie Bergonzi because she writes this. She teaches in this style right here. And so, you know, if you obviously the handpan is laid out like the one on the top of here, D in the middle. I mean, even with people who don't read music, you can see that where all the notes are, whereabouts they are on your own handpan. So I can't talk to you about this yet because it's in the interview and you'll find out about it tomorrow, but there's big news about that as well. That's pretty cool. But my notes, so what was that? That was in C minor. G sharp. It's all just because the lines As Chippy say, looks about as neat as my tax return. Yeah, you're about right there. So I've only got 3 chords on here: G sharp, C minor, and F minor. And then all these like the fifths and stuff. Those as well. But the point I was making, excuse me, is that I think 2 is as good as 3. But that's a slightly different sound though, isn't it? So, in fact, I like hitting those together a lot. So that's part of the G sharp and the C minor. Is that right then? Is that right? C4, yeah. C. So yeah. I noticed that I was playing quite well the other day on the live stream, and I couldn't remember anything that I did. I thought, oh, I could go back and do that again, but I can't remember it. I watched back and I thought, I can't remember doing that or how to do that. So maybe recording the live streams is good, and then making notes of what I was playing in the order. Because like any music, it's just a selection of chords in a progression with notes built around it. What's the first song that I ever did? Well, that's not really a chord, is it? It's not really anything. But it sounded good. C minor? No. There's no dings here. Just noticed on my chords here that none of them include the ding. But they all sound good with the ding. Most of these notes sound good with a note in the middle. I think regardless of what handpan you've got. Should I get the other one out so you can hear the other one? The one that I'm going to sell? Yeah, why not, eh? You can hear the difference between a Meridian handpan that is made by a British maker against one that's made on the internet. It's not made on the internet, that's rubbish. It's sold on the internet, sold on the internet. So this is a D code with 1 note. D code. Not that it means anything, and it's got no notes at the bottom. I never play it. It looks it's a bit dirty as well. This is the broken note. Can you hear that? Sounds a bit more hollow. Yeah, D-chord. Most of the lessons online are done on D-chords. I think they're the most popular because they've got 6 chords. Mine's got 3 chords. This has got 6. I don't remember them all. I can't remember them all. Oh, they're on here. They're on this bit of paper here. For Rosie Bergonzi. This is for the D chord. Here. D minor. D minor. So I can't play because of the broken note. E diminished. F major. G minor. A minor. B flat major, C major. Oh dear. So it's not bad sounding. It's not bad sounding instrument at all. For a beginner, for a starting off. I'm going to be selling this for about between £500 and £600, depending on the person, the interested. Are you posting it off for retune or visiting the seller? Well, the person who I'm buying my next handpan from, Zephyr, have agreed to tune this note when I go down and buy the next handpan. He said it's a 5-minute job. So there are handpan makers, builders out there that may retune pans that they didn't make. It's all about building relationships and trust with people, I guess. I was very clear with him. I said I need to sell my other handpan to buy the other one. I don't need to sell it first, but I'm replacing it. I'm not adding it. And if I sold this for 500, the person, if they even had it for 2 months, they could easily sell it for 500. It's definitely worth that. I bought it for 900. I've got 2 or 3 people interested in it. Be nicer when this is sorted. Anyway, that's that. Yeah. Little sip of water. This one just got so much more soul, so much more about it for me. there was a big furor about copyright issues to do with the handpan a few years back. I wonder if that's all been sorted out now. Where do I start with that? Gosh. It hasn't gone away. I'd like to choose my words very carefully. The people who first invented an instrument was a company called Pan Art, and they come up with a design called a hung sculpture. And other people around the world, not them, called it a hang drum. But it was called a hung by them. And it's a piece of sculpture. Initially, back in the beginning of the 2000s, they made quite a lot themselves. They were a traditional steel pan maker who came up with an idea of making a steel pan playable with the hands, which is why the name Handpan has stuck around. But they certainly never called it a handpan or a hang drum. They were very hard to get hold of. They were very expensive. You had to write a letter to say why you could have one. So and then other people around the world started building their own, started talking to each other, started opening up forums, started working out how it could be done, how an instrument like this could be created, and literally created their own versions of that original hang made by Pan Art. And it's those instruments, including this one here, which are called handpans. The world of handpan is after Pan Art. Pan Art is still going. Pan Art is still trying to copyright this shape, this layout, not these sounds because they're just notes. But as far as I'm aware, this is a very long answer. As far as I'm aware, the court has been left to both sides to try and compromise, to come up with some middle ground. Pan Art are over here, the rest of the handpan world are over here, and the court is basically saying you've got to meet halfway somewhere, and neither are wanting to go halfway. But handpans have been confiscated from builders in the past, not for many years, but have been done in the past. I respect Pan Art. I respect the people who built it. I respect what they did, and I respect their wishes to not want to mass produce or replicate the pieces of art that they created, because I do personally think they are pieces of art as well. But that doesn't mean a handpan can't be a piece of art. This is a piece of art. This is an expensive piece of art and a musical instrument. For me, it's a lot more than an instrument. So I can respect them when they call their instrument a piece of art. But these are also pieces of art, they're just slightly different. They've made other instruments like this, which I can't remember what they're called, but they're very slightly different with the variations, with like a big wider top, and they play them upside down, and they've got a mushroom thing growing out the bottom, and all sorts of stuff. So still doing their thing. They're still very committed to their stance about handpans, and I respect them for it. I just wish they would respect other handpan makers. Because there's other handpan makers around the world, like any other instrument that's ever been created, have just continued to create new ideas, take it to new places, add more notes, have more layouts, different scales. It's just continuation of an art form that was started by them, but it's been carried on. So there we go. That's all that. I might not have got that all right, but all I can do is express my own opinion. Like most things in life that are simple, what can I try to say here? The greatest things in life are simple, aren't they? The best things in life are the things that are the simplest. This is a very simple instrument, really. I mean, this is the first instrument I've ever played in my life. Anybody can pick it up and start playing it, for sure. And that's why people love it. If you could just stick with getting used to how hard or how light to touch it, and work out where the chords are, and just connect with it. It's fantastic fun. I'm going to play for 1 more minute. It's been an hour. Famous last words. Ooh. Sound completely different when you hit the middle of the note with your finger. There's none of this slapping. A lot easier to do the big note, the big notes. Well, they are big. The bass notes. Yes, handpans sound great and look beautiful. Definitely pieces of art, for sure. Yes, Chippy says, thanks for the live, Phil. Catch you again soon. Look out for the interview. Marvellous. Have a nice rest of the weekend. You too, my friend. You too. Yes, I better go and finish that off. I've got one more edit to do on that, so I should probably do that. Appreciate you and Werner hanging out. And Dagmar earlier on, it means a lot, so thank you very much for spending your time with me, listening to me waffle on and playing this beautiful instrument. We are 3 weeks away, are we? 3 weeks for a new one. The new instrument is coming, incoming, the D flat Aegean. Woohoo! Yes. Get back in some video editing, Phil. Thank you very much for watching. You take care, guys. And I will see you on another one soon. Bye.